We really appreciate and value your support. Thanks very much.
No, I'm sure. You can imagine some of the difficulties that we have in keeping our integrity here, like at the BBC, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean, the BBC. I mean, okay, they give us the cameras and the studio and the producer and the publicity and all the backup and
the money.
And the money, obviously. But, you know, I mean, they're not content with that.
Right,
no,
right. I mean, of course, the old capitalists, the old muscle men, immediately we get the programme going.
Yeah, right.
They have to start moving in.
Listen, I'll tell you, a little grey figure came in the studio yesterday, little guy in a grey suit, never seen him before in my life. Comes up to me, says, hello, I'm from BBC Enterprises. He sticks his arm round me and he goes, Mel, I've got a great idea.
Yeah.
Record of the series, no extra work involved, you're going to clean up.
Right.
So, I mean, I told him, just stuff it. I mean, just get lost, right?
Did you?
Well, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, right, obviously, yeah.
I mean, no way am I going to let BBC Enterprises do a rip-off record of this series.
Right, sure, yeah.
I mean, how are we going to sell our own version, for God's sake?
Come up the apples and pears and get round the old Joanna for a bit of genuine Cockney prejudice. 24 Cockney classics on one LP. Who can forget?
Come and break in with me down at the video shop.
Or the classic
Homosexuals really get up me bum. Except for Ronnie, 'cause he really loves his mum. That Danny LaRue, he's normal. He's just a bit informed.
the much-loved
Send them back. They're nasty and smelly and black.
The Heartrender. The unforgettable. A good old Nita. From cabbies to costermongers, muggers to Mosleyites, all the colourful characters of London's East End with those well-worn refrains. Sing along a bigotry, ideal for parties and rallies alike. From Kray-Tel.
I went down to Harley Street yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, down, you know, where the clinics are, innit?
Oh, yeah.
I go down there quite often, actually.
Do you?
Yeah, to the, you know, the artificial inseminatory. Sperm Bank, you know. Because they've got the biggest collection of sperms in the country down there.
You go down there and have a look at them, do you?
No. I mean, I go to stick some in.
Oh.
I'm a donator.
Oh. Well, how do you do that then? Well, I mean, how come? No, I mean, how does it come about that you go down there then?
Oh, yeah. Well, like there's a lot of women in the world. Right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And a lot of them for various reasons.
Yeah.
They can't get pregnant.
No.
See, because their husbands haven't got it in them. See.
What, not at all.
Well, not as much as I have.
No.
And obviously,
Yeah.
they need a virile, manly sperm to be stuck in there and do the business, like so.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not being too technical for you, am I?
no. But how many of these women are there then?
Hundreds.
Well, you're more virile than I thought you was. When you go down there, right, to the sperm bank thing, do they give you a choice of woman? Then?
Oh no. I mean, I don't see the woman.
What? So it's like at home then?
Well, it's in the dark with the light out.
No. I mean, she's not actually there. Yeah.
Where is she?
Well, I don't know. Well, out shopping or something, I don't know. I mean, she's not actually expecting it there and then.
No. It's just like home, innit? Oh.
No, it's... I mean, it's like a bank.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's a sperm bank.
Yeah.
See? Like, for example, I go down.
Yeah.
And I leave a little deposit.
Yeah.
And then she goes along later.
Yeah.
And she makes a withdrawal.
Right.
You see? Just like a bank.
Yeah. Expect there's a bit of a queue there on Fridays, isn't there?
Undoubtedly,
yeah.
Yeah.
So when you go down there, right, down this sperm thing,
Yeah.
what happens then?
Well, I mean, there's no fuss about it, you know. I mean, it's like it's like donating blood.
Yeah.
I mean, one little prick and it's over. You know. I mean, you really don't notice it at all.
No. Well, you wouldn't, would you? No. What? So, did they give you a hand?
What?
Well, did they give you any help? You know, when you go down there.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, a nurse does, yeah.
How does a nurse help you then?
Well, I mean, she gives you the bottle.
Oh, what, like a milk bottle?
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah. That's nearly a pint.
Yeah, but I mean, you're not expected to fill it.
Oh, no. What, just half full or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
you obviously, you work at your own pace, you know.
So what? This is like a business, isn't it? Like,
Oh yeah, very much so, very much so.
So they give you a payment. They give you money.
Well, I mean, you do
Yeah.
get paid, but obviously,
Yeah.
I don't do it for the money.
No.
I mean, I get a lot of personal satisfaction out of it. Yeah. You know, I mean, I feel as though I'm doing my bit. I'm sort of pulling my weight, as it were. You know.
What sort of person is it? Is it like you go down there? I mean, they just take anybody, do they?
Well, no, I mean, it's very, very, very sensitive, you see.
Oh, yeah.
Very sensitive. I mean, very delicate.
Yeah.
You see, it's very, very important, obviously,
Yeah.
for the lady.
Yeah.
You know, that there's a certain amount of taste and sort of delicacy. Yeah. I mean, you don't want to be up to spout by any old tosser, do you?
Now, here's the news for the elderly. Hello? Hello, dear. Yes, hello. Today, the Prime Minister, nice girl, nice young girl who runs the country. Yes, Margaret, that's right, yes. You voted for her, you remember? Yes, the day you went out in the nice car, yes. Well, she's doing all right, basically, yes. Oh, but the world today... Oh, I know, terrible, isn't it? And now the weather. The weather, yes.
Hello. Yes. What? Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be very nippy. Yes. Yeah. Want to wrap up warm. Yeah. Plenty of woolies. Yeah. You can't be too. I say you can't be too careful. Yeah. Well, it's getting colder these days, don't you think? Oh, much colder. Yes. Well, bye-bye. Yeah. Look, I'll pop round in the morning. All right.
I don't want to take my medicine. I don't want to wet the bed. I don't want to stay and gibber all day. I just want to bang my head. Oh, rock and rollers never die. They just carry on grooving. We're gonna rock all day, we're gonna rock all night. As long as my bowels are moving. This loud rock and roll I need to hear. I'm a little bit deaf in one ear. Just me and the night and the rock and roll band.
And a little bit of trouble with my prostate gland. I got wrinkles on my fingers. I got wrinkles on my toes. I got wrinkles on my wrinkles and wrinkles up my nose.
Oh, rock and rollers never die.
We never get the chance.
We gotta keep on rocking to the rhythm of the beat.
Although it's painful in these incontinence pants.
Hey,
Hey,
Oh.
hey, ho,
That is killing me.
particularly, no.
You're never too old to rock and roll. It only looks that way. She was just 17, if you know what I mean, so I better keep out of her way. People try to put us down, talking about my operation. Shake it to the left, shake it to the right, shake it, shake it, shake it every night. You never get too old to rock and roll as long as you're still breathing. You never get too old to rock and roll if you've got all your teeth in.
I'm a Hell's Angel. I'm also a vegetarian. I bite the heads off cauliflowers.
Yeah, I was reading apparently every year now, the crime rate is on the increase by about 0.25% now. Every year.
Every year?
Every year.
Yeah.
Basically, by the end of the 20th century,
Yeah.
everyone will be a criminal.
Well, what will the police do then?
Well, they'll have to take their turn, won't they, like everybody else?
Commissioner John Rushton. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. Gentlemen of the press, I would like to brief you as to the latest developments, which are considerable, in the hunt for the killer at large in the Suffolk region. In the Sussex region. 400 top police officers working day and night for the last 2 weeks have finally come up with a nickname for the killer. We shall be calling him the Hedgehog.
Simon Bell, a Daily Mail. Why the Hedgehog?
Because other wild animals like fox, snake, mongoose and rabbit have been used before.
Tony Robbins, Daily Mirror.
Yes.
Is it true that most policemen are of abnormally low intelligence?
I'm sorry, I don't understand the question. Now, all the Hedgehog's attacks have followed the same pattern. The victim has always been a girl, and the attacks have all taken place at night. Or during the day.
Robbins, Mirror. What's the capital of France?
What is that? What is that? Yes, we'll have one of our experts look into that one. Now, even as we speak, all my top officers are searching every square inch of Hampshire.
Why not Sussex, where the attack took place?
Because we are far too busy in Hampshire. Now, in addition to extra manpower, we have introduced new, high-speed, 3-litre squad cars that make the American type of noise. You know, the woo, 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 woo. As opposed to the old na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Oh, excuse me. Ladies and gentlemen, the capital of France is Paris. Now, one of the most important clues so far received was yesterday at operational headquarters. A cassette tape with this letter. Dear Mr. Clever Copper. I think he's referring to me there. You still have not caught me yet. This tape might help you trace me. Yours, Deathhawk. Obviously, we got this after we decided on the Hedgehog. Well, it would mean reprogramming the computer.
Charles Davies, The Guardian.
Yes?
Is it true that policemen beat up blacks and homosexuals indiscriminately?
Depends how many men are available.
Yep. Sandrock, Times.
Yeah.
Is it true that some of your officers have had a close encounter with the Hedgehog?
Yes.
Is it in fact true that a senior police officer has spoken to him face to face?
Yes.
Then why hasn't he been caught?
Yes,
Yeah,
why
why
is
isn't
that?
he-
Why
yeah, why
isn't
not?
he caught?
Look, we couldn't nab him.
Why not?
Because he's a mason.
Check out the video of Midnight Express last night.
Oh, right, yeah.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Horrendous.
Yeah.
£3.50 a night.
What happens in that?
Well, it's about a bloke. He's smuggling drugs out of Turkey, and He gets put in jail for life because of the drugs. Yeah.
Cool, that is terrible, yeah.
Dope.
He was to get caught, wasn't he, really?
No, dope was what he was smuggling out, you know.
Oh, right, yeah.
Cannabis. Hashish.
Yeah. Where was he taking it then?
He was taking it to the States.
Oh, right. What was he going to do with it then?
Well, he was going to peddle it.
Well, I thought you smoked it.
After you've peddled it.
Oh, right, I see, yeah. Right. So what, like a bicycle, you mean?
No, you know, like pushing it, pushing it.
What, so you do a little peddling and then you get off and you push it?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. But it's terrible, isn't it? All them drug pusher, right? Because I think they're like the scum on the backside of humanity, aren't they?
I'll tell you something.
Yeah.
You can always tell a drug pusher. Always tell a drug pusher.
How's that then?
They look exactly like you or me.
Or like you, yeah.
Or like me.
Or not me, yeah.
But you can always tell them.
Yeah.
There's that certain something about them that gives them away.
What is that then?
It's the way they come up to you and say, do you want to buy some drugs?
Dead
giveaway.
Yeah. Well, like that, it's terrible with that Paul McCartney, though, isn't it?
Oh, what was he doing on me? What was it all about? I don't know. Here he was coming through customs. He got pinched by the nips, didn't he?
Dear, oh dear. It's painful, isn't it, when that happens?
He was busted by the Japanese.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. I don't understand it. Why does he do that?
Why does he do it?
He writes them lovely little songs, every lovely little love songs he writes.
Right.
And he's got all the money and he lives on a farm with all his sheep and he's married to that Linda, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see why he takes them. Yeah, sure. But he only takes them, though, right? Like Paul McCartney, it's like a social thing, doesn't he? I mean, like, he takes them more like a little bit of cannabis in his gin and tonic or something like that, you know.
Right. One thing will lead to another.
That is true, yeah.
There's a little kid round our way.
Yeah.
That's a tragic story.
I don't want to hear it.
It's a tragic story. He started off on the extra strong mints.
Yeah.
Then he was sniffing the inside of the coffee grinder.
Oh, right.
Then it was the glue.
Yeah.
Then it was the pills. And finally, smack.
His dad fetched him one round.
No, smack.
Oh, right.
Smack. The big E.
Big E?
Heroin.
Oh, right.
Claimed a lot of people over the years.
It's a terrible death toll.
Terrible death toll. Back in the 60s,
Yeah,
some of those...
in the 60s,
Some of those rock stars.
Those pop stars, yeah.
Jimmy.
Jimmy, yeah.
Janice.
Yeah. Jimmy who?
Jimmy.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah, Lenny.
Lenny, yeah. Janice who?
Janis Joplin.
Oh, Janis Joplin, right, yeah.
Yeah. You know, me and Bobby McGee.
You and all, eh?
No, that was her song.
Oh, that was her song, oh, right, yeah. Yeah, me and Bobby McGee, yeah.
Lenny.
Lenny, yeah.
Bruce.
Both of them, yeah. Yeah, and there was a Sammy that he got done with for drugs, didn't he? Sammy, yeah.
Sammy who?
Sammy Patel. Oh, pinced. Underweight of discipline fell on his head and smashed, you know, he was terrible, dude. Most awful damage, yeah.
Terrible.
Terrible, yeah. That's the drugs for you, isn't it?
Well, it is. See, but nowadays...
Yeah.
Nowadays, of course, it's all the rage is this, cocaine. Cocaine. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's rife amongst the knobs, mate.
Well, I thought you took it up your nose.
And now the Cannon League Division 4. Scunthorpe 0, Crewe 0. Port Vale 1, Halifax 2. Rochdale 0, Chester 1. God dear, Torquay 2, Wrexham 1. God, who's interested in this stuff? Burnley 1, Colchester 0.
some boring old market town in the middle of nowhere. 1, obscure coal mining village. 1, dreary seaside resort. 2, some anonymous urban barnacle off the A1. 0, deadly dull suburb of some northern industrial city. 3, godforsaken fishing port. 0, hideous East Midlands non-entity that doesn't even get a signpost at Spaghetti Junction. 0, intolerably ugly West Country sprawl that wasn't helped by a town planner having a fit one Friday afternoon. 1, depressing huddle of 1 up, 2 downs and 1 Asian greengrocer dwarfed by a derelict dockyard and 3 giant electricity furnaces belching green smoke all day that's twinned with a town in Belgium that doesn't even exist. 1, Aldershot. 0.
Is our Brian all right?
Yeah, he's just practising for his Club 18 to 30 holiday next week.
Extraordinary stuff, isn't it, that real ale?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Made with great care, innit?
Yeah.
You know, made with a lot of love and care. Distilled in the wood.
Yeah, in the wood.
Fermented in the wood.
In the wood, it's fermented.
Stored in the wood.
In the wood.
Drawn directly from the wood.
Yeah, it is, yeah. What does it taste like, then?
Absolute piss.
First, the main points of the news. A plane crashed in Spain today, killing all of its 350 passengers. 2 Britons were among the dead. In Peru, an earthquake has brought devastation to the village of Santa Maria. Homes and shops were destroyed and 14 people were killed. But it doesn't matter much because they were all South American and it's an awfully long way away. A bomb went off last night in the bar of the Hilton Hotel in Cairo. No Britons were killed, but the dead include, in order of importance, 2 Americans, 3 South Africans and 1 Australian. A Frenchman was also among the dead, but his English wasn't very good. Others among the dead were just a load of darkies who hadn't even bothered to learn English. And finally, in a Madrid bar, a Briton has been slightly hurt by a remark made about the cut of his suit. We'll be talking to members of his family later on in the programme.
We went down to the river by the railroad track. We got on the subway and we never looked back. We drove our Chevy to the mean side of town, past the boardwalk and the church falling down. We crossed the bridge on Highway 49 and came straight off of the New Jersey sign. We took a left by the 5 and dime, straight through the levee, then right again across the parking lot, then left and back over the bridge on Highway 49 and down the line. We cried in the rain, you put your head in my lap. We were hungry, we were cold, and we didn't have a map, but we were lost in the USA.
This place of yours, absolutely unique, isn't it?
Unique? Yes, but what is unique? Whenever anybody says that word to me, I'm reminded of that definition of Oscar Wilde. Do you know Oscar Wilde at all?
Not really, no.
Well, he said there are a few things in life that are truly unique, and they are easily enumerated. The music of Beethoven, the intuition of a woman, the obstinacy of an ass, the song of a tit, the crow of a cock, and the waywardness of the wind.
That's very good, very good, very good. I must remember that. Music of Beethoven, intuition of a woman, obstinacy of an ass, the song of a tit, the crow of the wind, and the waywardness of a cock.
No, it's the crow of a cock and the waywardness of the wind.
Oh, sorry, yes. Yes, the crow of a cock and the waywardness of the wind. What were the others again?
The music of Beethoven, the intuition of a woman, the obstinacy of an ass, and the song of a tit.
So, that's the crow of a cock, the waywardness of the wind, the music of Beethoven, the obstinacy of an ass, the song of a woman, and the intuition of a tit.
No, it's the song of a tit, you see.
The song of a tit.
Yeah.
The song of a tit.
Yeah.
Sorry, the song of a tit.
That's right.
The obstinacy of an ass.
Yes.
The music of a crow. The intuition of a cock. The waywardness of a woman. And the wind of Beethoven.
The music of Beethoven, you see. Beethoven music.
Oh, the music. Sorry. The music of Beethoven.
That's right.
The ass of a woman.
No, the intuition. The intuition.
The intuition. The intuition of a woman.
That's right.
The waywardness of the wind. The song of a crow.
No. It's the song of a tit. The song of a bloody tit.
Sorry. The song of a bloody tit.
No, not a bloody tit. Just a tit.
No, you just said it was a bloody
I know
tit.
what I said, but I don't mean that. I mean it is just the song of a tit.
The song of a tit.
Yes, that's right.
The song of a tit. The
waywardness of the wind. The intuition of a woman. Yes, the cock of Beethoven.
Music of Beethoven. Sorry, music of Beethoven. The waywardness of the wind.
Yeah, just a minute, please. Let me just, please.
Barty. I think I've got it. It's the waywardness of the wind, the obstinacy of an ass, the music of a song, the intuition of a crow, and the cock of Beethoven's woman's tit.
It is the music of Beethoven. The intuition of... the obstinacy of an ass, the song of a tit, the crow of a crock, and the waywardness of the wind.
Very good, very good. Yes, I think I've got that now.
Rather unique place you have here.
Piss off.
It makes you proud to be English, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. What?
40 years ago,
Yeah.
the Germans succumbed to the superior forces of the stout English yeomanry.
Oh, right. That was really 40 years ago?
40 years ago, 40 years ago.
God, who'd have thought it? 40 years since old Jeff Hurst, he knocked that first goal in. And banged in with the second one.
No, I'm not talking about the World Cup.
Oh, right.
I'm talking about the World War.
Oh, right.
Second World War.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You remember, with all the Germans, the Nazis?
Yeah.
The Nazis. Hitler.
Yeah.
Goering.
Yeah.
Goebbels.
Yeah. And then on our side, we had, what? John Mills, David Niven and Noel Coward, didn't we? It wasn't really a fair contest, was it? No.
Oh, really?
Still. I've seen all that on the television, that war, right? With the way it went. They called that was the war that would end all wars, wasn't it, that one?
No. No, it wasn't, no. No, that was the First World War.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, how come then there was another war after that, then, if that was a war?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, right, yeah.
I mean, I could hardly have called it the war to end all wars except for the one we're going to have next. I mean, you couldn't fit it on the front of the history books, could you? But weren't you just a little bit proud?
Yeah.
VE Day?
Yeah, right, yeah. What's that, then?
VE Day commemorates the winning of the war.
Oh, right.
VE.
Yeah, what is that? That V is...
Well, V, obviously, for victory.
Victory, right.
And E is for... England.
Oh, right, yeah. Victory in England, right?
Victory for
And,
England.
like, if Germany had won, right, it'd be the VG Day, wouldn't it?
VG Day.
VG Day, yeah. It's a good job Denmark didn't win it.
Yeah, it is really, yeah. Mind you, it was our finest hour.
You're telling me.
It was our finest hour. Good old Winnie.
Yeah, she was a wonderful woman, wasn't she?
No, but not a she, it's a he, isn't it?
Oh, right.
Winston.
Oh, right. What, you mean the old West Indian who works down the...
Winston Churchill.
Oh, yeah,
the
right.
greatest living Englishman.
Yeah. Where is he now, then?
Dead.
Oh.
Well, obviously the greatest dead Englishman.
Yeah, right, yeah.
But, I mean, during those dark days, it was Winnie what pulled us through.
Yeah.
Winnie and, of course, dear old Vera Lynn.
Vera Lynn, yeah. Right. I remember him on the radio, that Willie, right? He used to do that big speech, didn't he? To everybody.
Right.
He'd say, everybody don't worry, right? 'Cause never has so few been owed by so many for so much.
It's inspiring, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
And then Vera, bless her,
Yeah.
sing one of those marvellous songs.
Well, they were marvellous songs, weren't they?
They were great songs.
Yeah, right. There'll be bluebirds over them old white cliffs of Dover, yeah.
We'll meet again. Run away.
Hitler has only got...
Marvellous song. When an old Aborigine goes on what we call a walkabout, in that eerie, almost mystical time of twilight, he can hear the voices of his ancestors calling to him. Don't step in the kangaroo shit.
You useless, cheap, farting little French midget!
The new Renault 5. What's yours called?
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to join this male praying mantis with this female praying mantis in holy matrimony. Will the bride and groom please stalk forward? Jeremy, do you take Amanda to be your lawful wedded wife?
I do.
To love, honor, and obey?
I do.
Amanda, do you take Jeremy to your lawful wedded husband to love, honor, obey, and kill him after you both have mated?
I do.
Then, with the power invested in me, and in the sight...
Excuse me, I'm terribly sorry. I'm terribly sorry. What was that last bit again?
What?
Was that bit about kill them both after you both have mated? What was that?
Yes, that's right. Well, after consummation, the female praying mantis always kills the male. Didn't you know that?
No, I didn't know.
Oh, well, don't worry. It's perfectly natural.
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So, with the power invested in me, and in the sight...
I'm terribly sorry. Can I just... What you're actually trying to say is that we, I mean, the two of us, we go away on honeymoon.
Yes.
And only one of us comes back.
Well, you could put it that way, yes. Now, shall we get on?
Yes, of course.
With the power invested in me,
When you say that the female kills the male after they've consummated the marriage, is that after the first time that they or could it be after a couple of times, a few times, sort of?
It is immediately after the first time.
I see. So I only get the first.
Yes, that is the bottom line as far as male praying mantises go, I'm afraid. Is anything wrong?
No. I'm just wondering whether it's worth it, that's all. I mean, I booked the hotel for a fortnight and I just thought...
Would you like to be married or not?
Yes, I'd like to be married. It's just the murdering bit I'm not very keen on, that's all. I mean, it rather puts a damper on the whole day, doesn't it? And, how does she do it, actually, as a matter of fact?
Didn't your father tell you anything?
Well, I never met my father. He was murdered while he was on honeymoon.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes, I forgot.
So how's it done? Is it poison in the cocoa, or what is it?
She clamps your throat between her incisors and bites your head off during the frenzy of the climax.
Oh, come on, I'm good, but I'm not that good.
What are your thoughts on the women's movement, actually?
Well, eh?
What do you think
Yeah.
about the women's movement?
Well, it's all right, innit? I can't complain. I mean, you know, she's up and down a bit, but she doesn't move about. When we was first married, she used to wriggle about.
No. See what that is? See what that is? Now that is sexist. See, that is a sexist remark. You are being sexist. You're a sexist.
Not being
yeah,
sexist.
you are.
I'm
You
not
are. That
being
was a sexist remark.
I'm not a sexist. I'm not. I've had talk with my wife, right?
Yeah.
And we've agreed she's an individual.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? And I've said she can do what she like. As long as my tea's on the table, I don't give her monkeys. She can do what she can go out and go down the laundrette and she can do the ironing and all that. And whenever she wants to, she can do her cleaning job, she's free. She's a free lady, my wife.
You know my wife's sister.
Yeah.
She went down to Greenham Common last weekend.
Oh.
Yeah, been down there quite a lot, actually.
Oh, yeah. What's that then, Greenham Common?
It's like a big shopping precinct, isn't it? like Brent Cross. Yeah, that's right.
What? So then, what? I thought it was like a nuclear thing, you know? I thought it was nuclear.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
it is nuclear as
yeah.
well, obviously. But there's also a big shopping precinct there.
Right, yeah.
And what it means, you see, is you can go down in a car, apparently, and you can park the car up, and you can leave the kids in the crèche, and then you can go and do, your nuclear business.
Nuclear?
And then you can get all the shopping for the whole week.
Well, that's nice.
And it's a very clever idea. I mean, I think that's why it's taken
Why
off.
do they call it? Why do they call it the women's peace movement down there then?
It's obvious, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's obvious. Well, all the women,
Yeah.
they all go down to Greenham Common, and we get some peace.
Hi. You might know my face. I'm an actor. I was quite famous in a way in the early 70s. Did a lot of Z cars, Softly, Softly, The Brothers, that sort of thing. And then the film, of course, in 78. Well, I liked it. It seemed good to me, but there we are. It bombed. It banged. Destroyed. And it was right about then, of course, that things started going wrong for me. The office just dried up. I was out of luck and out of work. And, my wife left me, and drink was my only escape. I hit the bottle hard and slid downhill fast. I haven't worked since 1979. So, under those circumstances, and with the added inducement of quite a large sum of money, I'm quite prepared to say that Nescafe is a bloody good cup of coffee.
Show business is a wonderful world when you're young and rich and famous.
But when work is hard to come by and the hits are few and far between,
You wait for death and disaster.
Then pretend you're still a star.
Sing a charity song
With headphones on.
And remind the public who you are. We are Claptown. We are the has-beens. We're cashing in on a good idea Band-Aid once had. We've made this video to let the people know we're available for cabaret bookings throughout the land.
I'm a DJ.
I wear a toupee.
I am the sister of someone's cousin who's in a band.
You've forgotten I exist. And I'm completely pissed.
So now you know what a marvelous bloke I really am.
We are clapped out. We are the has-beens. We're for charity, because we need publicity. And charity begins at home when your act's this bad. Sign on, if this song ain't a hit, 'cause we'll never work again. We'll never work again.
Oh, yeah. Still got that cough then?
Yeah. Yeah, it's the fags.
What, you run out of them?
No, I've given them up, actually.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I haven't had a fag now for 8, 9, maybe 10 minutes.
Really?
And well, the cough in there is I'm purging my lungs of the bile and the phlegm. You see.
Of the goo, yeah. I've seen that. We were down at school, right? When we was at school, they brought in this bloke, right? He brought in these big 2 light bottles, right? And in one bottle there was this horrible black light, all this scungy with pustules black thing, right? And that was the lung, right, of a man who died of the big C.
What, the clap?
He died of... Yeah, he did. And then they have this other bottle, right?
Where?
Well, it had a big pink thing, like a big piece of blancmange, right? And that was the other lung, you see, like.
Oh, I see. And what did that bloke die of then?
Well, he probably died of having his lung ripped out. Inhaling too much blancmange. A big piece of blancmange.
Yeah. It's all relative, though. You see, the
Yeah.
effect that cigarettes has on you, it all depends on who you are, really.
Oh, right, yeah.
I mean, like, for example, my granddad.
Yeah.
He, let's think, he smoked 100 a day.
Yeah.
He had a bottle of scotch with his breakfast every morning. And there you are, and he died a happy man in his sleep.
Well, and how old was he then?
25.
Well, it's like my granddad, right now, because he smoked, like 500 a day. Yeah.
Chain smoker.
No, John Players, actually, I think. And then he smoked them, right, and every day he smoked. And then one day, right, he read this book, see?
Oh, yeah.
And it was all, like, about how the dangers of smoking and how terrible it was. And, that frightened the wits out of him.
Oh, yeah. I bet he gave up smoking after that, didn't he?
No, he gave up reading. he never read another book for the whole life. Yeah.
But you see, the thing is that it's not just the damage you're doing to yourself.
No.
I mean, for example, like you're going along in a train.
Yeah.
Let's say, windows open and you're having a fag.
Yeah.
You chuck the cigarette end out the window.
Yeah.
Woof.
Yeah. What, you set fire to a dog?
No, forest fire, a bush fire.
Oh, bushes, fire, forest, right, yeah, like that, yeah. But, I couldn't, whatever happens, I just don't think, all the dangers I know, but I just couldn't give up, see?
That was pathetic. That is pathetic. It's psychological,
Is it?
Oh, yeah, because you know what a cigarette actually is, don't you? I mean, a cigarette is actually a nipple.
What nipple?
Your mum's nipple. It is a cigarette substitute for your mother's nipple.
There we are. I could never give it up.
Well, what? Well, why not? Why not?
I can't go down my mum and say, Mum, I've given up smoking, lob your tits out, can I?
Finally, here are the main points again.
More rioting in South Africa. Over 50 feared dead. A typhoon has devastated Japan.
the government has declared a state of emergency. At the chemical plant explosion in Ohio, the death toll has reached 10,000.
But not to worry, because in Wandsworth, there's a poodle who can tap dance. Good night.